Welcome to the Where Cards Fall review. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for, well, more content. Where Cards Fall is basically a puzzle game at heart. And yes, you may insert a joke about diamonds, clubs, etc. Do you get it? Clubs, hearts, diamonds, they're all card references. And with a very nice start to the game that kind of throws you straight into it. And within that, it also does great work of letting you know you can climb, jump over gaps and drop down levels when needed. But really the main thing that really pulls their puzzler together is the use of card decks to help build platforms to move around sections in and on. You see, you use the right trigger to grab a deck and you can move between different decks as you go on and have more decks to actually deal with per level. And once you've chosen your deck that you want to use, you can use the left stick to basically move it around the actual screen to where you want it, obviously with restrictions here and there. And the right stick to basically expand or decrease the size of the deck spreading, if you like. And then let go and it will, well, basically create a building. And these buildings vary as you progress in the actual game. And as for the levels, well, they get more and more complicated, or complex as you were, the further you go. And then you soon learn that you can stack card platforms on top of each other while positioning yourself or your character so you can climb on or walk on both. And all this is basically and essentially to get to, well, the card exit that you can see normally popping up somewhere within that level. And just another point of interest, you can even use the gyroscopes on the controllers to kind of subtly look around the actual level and peek into places you couldn't do when it was static. Also, a bit further down into the actual game, you get platforms that basically use weights of the cards. And they kind of work, the more you put on, the lower they go and all that sort of thing. And it really does get more challenging and complex the further in you go. I will say that at first the cutscenes kind of annoyed me and really wanted to get back into the puzzling. But after a while, and I kind of like picked up what they were trying to go for, or at least I think I did, I started to appreciate these cutscenes a bit more, all the way to the end. And yeah, they are actually trying to tell a story here, and yeah, it does have an ending. And I think I get what the ending was. And so, Where Cards Fall has some very clever ideas and a great mechanic which I did enjoy using. It also, within this mechanic, has some really good puzzling to do. And I do have to admit they got more and more interesting and also harder and intriguing the further in that you actually go. The concept to me was actually quite unique. And it was kind of like a funny feeling that this should actually be getting repetitive to me, but it wasn't. And I even found the visuals and sound calming and relaxing and kind of helped bring me into the game that bit more further. The good. A quite unique to me mechanic and great use of cards in a game. Nice story and cutscenes and very nice puzzles. The bad. I have to admit the controls at times did get a bit fiddly, especially when you got multiple packs to like pick from. Maybe a little bit on the short side, but it definitely made me want more of it. And I kind of like feel at this precise moment I'm kind of nitpicking to try and find bad things. I did enjoy my time within Where Cards Fall, and I definitely wanted more. But as for my score, I'm gonna give Where Cards Fall a really respectable 4 out of 5, and definitely recommend it if you're into your puzzlers. And I think, as for my alternative, I'm going to go for Donut Country, another unique puzzler where you control a hole and have to swallow up obstacles, people, buildings, in order to solve puzzles, kind of put out fires, and also operating machines, and more. And so with that, what are your thoughts on Where Cards Fall? Will you be picking it up or not? Leave it down in the comments. That is, after all, where they belong. Don't forget to also hit that like and subscribe button. You're doing me a massive favour, and also keep yourself up to date with all my latest content. And also feel free to come and join us in our community Discord. I'm happy to try and answer any questions you may have about this game or any other games that, pops up, or even just chat about games and Nintendo Switch, because we all love it. Because life is better when we switch together.